Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am back again already. I do want to mention before I forget that to those of you who don't like anything that I do that's crafty, I promise that I will be keeping these chats and car vlogs and stuff like that alive. I know that in the past when I switched to crafting, that's pretty much all I did. I didn't do a car vlog for a couple of years. I haven't been doing them right now just because I haven't been going out and it's cold. And the same is true for those of you who are here just for the crafty stuff. I know you might not like my chats, car vlogs, things like that, but I will be giving you at least 2 videos that are crafty per week. That's my goal. So even if I do 2 crafty videos and 5 chatty kind of things, don't think that I am leaning toward that. I'm trying to do 2 of each. 2 for the crafters, 2 for the people who just like to see me swear in my car. I swear in my crafty things too. You know, anything above and beyond that is just extra. It's bonus footage. So last night, I hopped on and you guys cheered me up. I was just in a bad mood, and I do still have stressful stuff in my life from the past, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to talk about that. But yeah, so I'm down and out sometimes, and in this, cold weather and the slipperiness of outside has gotten me down because I just cannot go out. Now, I just took Rocket out, and today I was able to actually walk away from my apartment door. So that was pretty cool. There was enough melted spots where I could walk safely. The cold isn't what bothers me as much as I just, don't have safe places to walk right now at this apartment complex. So that was good, and the sun is out a little bit, and, I got out of the apartment for a few minutes. But yeah, last night I recorded that, and I guess I know I came across in a wrong way about me talking about the 2 pictures, that there wasn't a drastic difference. Everybody is like, oh my God, yes, of course there's a difference. If you don't know what I mean, go see the video that I uploaded last night. I'll link to it in the description of this video, and also I'll put it on the end screen so you can see what I'm talking about. What I meant is that even though I can see a drastic difference, it wasn't drastic enough for my liking because it's still just like chest up. I wanted the drastic shock, full body to full body. Obviously, there's a difference in the 2 pictures that I showed you. And it still, though, blows my mind that it looks like bones have to shrink, too. But, because so wide and then so narrow, there's still the same bones in that big person as there is now in this person. I'm still big. And people say, oh no, you don't have to lose anymore. I weighed, my last weigh-in 198. Now that's a big difference from 338, but 198, and I'm barely 5'3" now because I keep shrinking this way. That's a lot of weight. There's still plenty of weight for me to lose if Carnivore decides I'm going to lose it, right? So yeah, there's a big difference. I just don't understand how come in the big pictures it looks like everything must be bigger, even my bones. But it is just all, I guess, the padding and the fat and all that shit that's attached to those bones. It just blows my mind that, I don't know, I don't understand how, first of all, that a person can get used to carrying all that weight. You think if you put a 140-pound bag of sand on my back that I'd feel like walking around with that? And I know it's spread out more evenly, but even if somebody put a fat suit on me that spread it out evenly, that's a lot of weight to carry around. So I am happy that I, can get out of a chair without grunting. That's always a plus. And I even can get up off the floor by myself. I haven't even attempted that for a long time because I would have to crawl to something and then really hope that I still could get up, because it was so hard to get up at that weight, especially back then when all my joints hurt. My joints don't hurt now, except a little tiny bit. That one knee has a little bit that it hangs on to. And I went on the floor I think I had to look for something under the bed. And then I noticed that I just got up. I didn't hold the bed. I was like, what is this witchcraft? I was stunned that I did that. And I almost wanted to do it again just to see if I really did that. But I didn't take any chances. I got up and my hands didn't touch the bed. I know it. I'm going to go with that. Please don't think that I'm delusional when I look at the before and after and think that there's no difference. There is a drastic difference. I was just going for the overall effect. I didn't think it was drastic enough. I would have liked more drastic than that. And then the other thing is, so many of you are sending me to other videos, older videos, but the thing is they're not from early 2015. Not one person has sent me to an early 2015. I don't think so. Well, I shouldn't say that because I haven't been able to check all of them. By the time I started going in Walmart and things like that, doing shoe dances and fashion shows, I had already been low carb. I was low carb for 11 months before I started Carnivore, and I fell off the wagon big time between low carb and Carnivore, which is why I was on a desperate search for something to stop the cravings. Now, I know at the beginning of low carb, because I have heard myself, I was saying I had no cravings. I didn't know what no cravings really felt like, because I was white knuckling back in those days at times, but at the beginning you're psyched, and it changes you, but obviously it didn't work, right? Because I fell off the wagon. I've never fallen off the wagon with Carnivore in 7 years of Carnivore now. Yes, last November was 7 years, and we're in January of 2024. So it was November of 2016, and it's when I hit that I was like, okay, this is what no cravings is. And then when I started high-fat Carnivore at the beginning of 2023, that was even next level. It was not only no cravings, but it was big bursts of energy and just feeling better mentally. And some of you who watched last night had no clue. I don't think I mentioned it at all last night, that I was Carnivore. Maybe I did, I don't know. But for those of you who want to know what I'm talking about, I have 2 playlists in the description of this video. Go check out the descriptions in every person's, every content creator's videos, because sometimes there's information there that people have asked so much that you'll find the answers. I'm still continuously asked about my sewing machine. Somebody even said, maybe you could do a video on that. I did, I don't know, 5 years ago, and the link is in the description. And I have various playlists there. I don't know if I still have what kind of camera I use. I've been using the same cameras since the beginning. I've had 3 of the same ones, just a different version because it was newer. And I only bought the 3rd one because one of the ones that I had, they're Canon. Let me show you. This is one of the newer, the older ones. My first one's Vixia, Canon Vixia. Like that. That's what I use. And I have 2 that are running. One, the little screen, it still works, but the screen doesn't, so I can't see what's going on. All right, so to those of you who sent me to the older videos, yes, even when I was doing fashion shows, I'm quite sure that was early 2016, if I looked at them all correctly. And I had already started to lose weight. Now, I know I'm not going to have anything on my channel at my biggest weight, because my biggest weight was before I even started YouTube. When I started the coupon blog, that's before YouTube. I started that in 2018. 11, I think, I started getting out of the house because I would go do massive hauls, and I would go to the stores just to walk around to get sale prices and to match those up to coupons for my blog. And I was getting a lot of exercise just walking around. I started to lose weight at that point, and I wasn't on YouTube yet. I wasn't on YouTube until 2014 is when I signed up, and I think my first video that came out might have been September of 2014. So that was like 3 years of me starting to lose weight, and then I had that year of low carb. So I know I don't have any pictures of me at that weight. And no, you know, we took pictures now, like Derek. People are saying, what about Derek and Skylar? Maybe they have pictures of you. Skylar was not even born when I was at my highest weight. And, you know, Derek, whatever pictures he takes, they're stuck on some phone that he probably doesn't even own anymore. You know, it's not like we used to put, you know, how we used to put pictures in albums. We don't do that anymore. And somebody mentioned all my albums. There's no overweight pictures of me. Those go up to when I, you know, was still going out and doing things, but not for the past, you know, 30 years. I went 30 years without taking pictures of anything, certainly not of myself. So yes, so the videos, I'm going to have to just make do if I want to get some shots of that. But the fashion show ones, I guess I could probably use a couple of those. The shoe dances, I don't know. The thing that's hard is both of those things are in fast speed. So when you try to just stop it and take a shot, it can be blurry. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I guess I could maybe try to pull a couple of ridiculous clips from those things. Even when I rode the bike, and that is that in my description? I don't remember if that particular one is, but the bike riding, just look up Darlene Michaud bicycle, and it'll come up. I was wearing jeans in that, and I can't remember. Let me look and see when that was. Hang on. Yeah, that was April 12, 2016. And I was low carb at that point. But again, I wasn't at my highest weight like before I even started doing YouTube, because there was a time that I could not get any jeans on my body, not even the stretch ones. And I had them on in this video. So when you watch my old videos, because I'm sure so many of you are going to want to now. When I say I was animated, it was above and beyond. The first person I ever binge watched was Graveyard Girl, Bunny. Her name is Bunny. And she was very animated, and she let her hair be messy, and she would show everybody her ugly teeth, and she would wear ripped up clothing, and she just was very animated. And I thought, we're allowed to do that shit? And people will watch? So it's not that I was copying her. It's just the way that I am and can be. But I've kind of like toned it down over the past 9 years. But I was so free to just do what I want because Bunny did it. Bunny could do it, I could do it. And it really got me out of my shell. And that's what started my YouTube career, is watching Bunny. And that's why it started that way, because I was so excited to be able to just be whoever I am. Except I wasn't swearing in those days. Bunny didn't swear. So I didn't swear. And then there came a time I was like, fuck this. I really want to be myself. And that's why I started Patreon, because I would swear for exclusive videos for just my patrons. And then I decided, no, this is nuts. I'm having so much fun with this. I have to be able to just swear on my own channel anytime I want. And so I do. And some of you don't like that. No, it's okay. So I hope that clears things up a little bit as to, why I was looking for videos and stills in early 2015, because that's about my biggest. But from 2015 to 2016, I don't care if I lost 30 pounds in that amount of time. It's not really going to show at that size. So I will make do. And it is very, very hard, I'm not kidding, to stop on a video to take a screenshot without having the most ridiculous expressions. And I really would love to do a video of that at some point because I think it would be hilarious. Now, some of the comments that I got. One of them, and I deleted it. I would read it to you, but I ended up deleting it as soon as I saw that I was being scolded. And, oh, Rocket, you are right here, so I'm going to use you to show everybody that you're not being abused because you had a harness on during a nap. First of all, Joe does not like Rocket to be in a harness when he goes to bed at night. So I always take the harness off at night. Every night I take his harness off, and I don't put it on until we're ready to go for our walk. In the morning, when he has to pee, I don't even bother doing the harness yet. I just put a little collar on him, and he just goes out to pee. But when we walk, I want the harness because I want to be able to hang on to him good because he can back out of a collar. I don't let him sleep with the harness on. Okay, come here, Rocket. I want to show everybody. But here's what I did long ago. See this harness? Let's see. I want you to, wait, you have to model, honey. Maybe I can, maybe I can take it off. Okay, I'll take it off to show everybody. I know, that was weird, huh? The part that goes around his body, check this out. Look what I had done. I added an elastic to give it extra space and to also be stretchy. Now, the person who said I shouldn't have a harness on a dog unless I'm out walking them or whatever they said, as soon as she started scolding me about the harness, I deleted. I don't want to read beyond that. When you say stuff, people, you just don't know. Now, you know, when it was not an elastic, it was like not tight, but when he would lay down or something, you know, his body would expand a little bit and it was snug. So I added this much to it and it also stretches. So did I do good? Can I get Good Mommy of the Year to this dog award, pretty please? I just don't understand people who like to look for the negative things. Is it not apparent that I love this dog? Do you think I would want to do anything with that dog that I thought was going to in any way even make him slightly uncomfortable? You know? I don't get it. But again, there's that mentality of some people who just like to be negative. Now, I like to be negative too. When I do it, it's my content. It's part of what I talk about, right? I have never and never will go to somebody's Facebook or YouTube or whatever and scold them for what they do. It doesn't mean that I love everything I watch. It doesn't. I know so many of you are so disgusted by the fact that I talk with my hands. I've had people shit on me for that for so long. I don't care. It's the way I talk. I was driven crazy by somebody who constantly, a lot of people will constantly flip their hair. Now, I'll get my bangs out of my eyes. Oh, the bangs that, they're crooked and they're too long. They're the way I want them. To the point where I almost had to stop watching one of the creators that I loved watching because it was just constant. But I said, I just have to get past that. I love her content. I am never going to say anything about her constantly flipping her hair. And I just moved on. I didn't make it my business to tell her how she should act on her videos. Okay? What made me think of this? I don't remember. Oh yes, and again, back to Carnivore for a minute. I understand. I understand that people think it's a huge compliment to say, wow, you look so much better now. And that's a big crush to people who are overweight. It makes people think that they're not good enough or they don't look good enough. They could look better. They maybe should look better, including me. I'm still overweight by a lot. And then I know some say, oh, you were beautiful then, you're beautiful now. That's fucking bullshit too. I'm never going to be beautiful. I don't care. And I don't care what people say. I have my idea of what's beautiful, and it's certainly not this body. Never will be. It never was. It never will be. To me. It's not because of my size. It's just because I'm short. I have skin hanging everywhere. You know, and that's all okay. One day I'll be dead. Everybody that I've ever known in my life will be dead, and nobody's going to give a shit about the fact that I didn't like my body, and that's okay. That's not putting myself down. We have the right to not like things, just like we have the right to like things, to love things. I love that I can express myself by saying fuck, motherfucker, shit, damn, and some other ones that I know just don't fly here. My favorite ones. That makes me very, very happy, and it breathes life into me, and my sense of humor also. And that's all part of my sense of humor, because that's how I dealt with the shit in my past, is I laughed about it, even if it was just to myself, and it helps me to get through. So people who want other people to change things that they don't like that person to do, you have to stop and think, what is it doing for that person? How is it helping them? Is it possible that what they're doing or saying or how they're acting is helping them, that they feel better doing that? That's, you know. And I'm not talking about if somebody is physically abusing someone. No, that's not okay. Oh, that makes you feel better? Okay, keep doing that. No, you can't be hurting somebody else, not even with words, you know, that's not cool. But if you're just doing your own thing, I don't mean like not with words of swearing. On your channel, you can do what you want, but no, it's not cool to go to a restaurant and, you know, say things to the waitress, you know, or the waiter or whoever. You know, we have a society that doesn't like that. So you kind of have to play by the rules when you're in somebody else's house, right? But in your own home, on your own channel, on your own Facebook, be who the fuck you want to be, okay? And if people don't like it, they'll leave, and there'll be people, as long as it's not, you know, that you're promoting serial killing, there might even be people who would like you for that. I don't know. People are all fucked up, right? And the other thing about Carnivore is I want people to know, again, because a lot of people don't try it. They would like to try it, but they don't, because they feel like they've tried everything and that they just can't beat the cravings. And when I tell you that your cravings will disappear, I mean it. If you do it, really do it. Not just say, I added meat to my diet and I didn't eat the whole can of peanuts that night. I ate only half a can. That's not going to cut it. The cravings can go away, and when cravings go away, there's no need for willpower. There's no need for perseverance. There's no need to plow through it. There's no need to stick with it. It just happens. And I know I've used this analogy before, but if you're outside and you see dog shit on the ground, is there anyone, I hope not, who thinks, God, I want so much to eat that or to take a bite, and I won't, but then when I get home, I'm gonna hang on. That was my sister, and I didn't pick up right now. I'll call her right back, because I just want to wrap this up. You know, you see the dog shit, you hopefully are not tempted to eat that. And when you get home, it's not going to trigger a binge because you saw some dog shit on the ground. That's what carnivore is like, but you're going to say, yeah, but dog shit isn't food. And that's how all the other things in this world, other than meat, are to me. That's how I feel about the other things, like it's not food. I'm not tempted by the cake. I'm not tempted by the bread. I'm not tempted by the vegetables. Am I really going to never eat vegetables again? Will I like that? I didn't care. I needed to do it because I wanted to die because I hated cravings so much. So I did it. And I'm telling you, from somebody who was obsessed with food, suffered with eating disorders for years and years. it is life-changing, but you have to be that desperate. You have to want to get rid of all of that bullshit that you suffer through and have a life where dog shit isn't tempting. Meaning none of that stuff, all the plants. And the more years I do this, the more and more I want to eat just fucking beef. I don't even care to have pork rinds. There was a big period in my 7 years of carnivore that I would eat all the pork rinds I wanted. Pork skins, pork rinds. And I never gained weight. I would have stalls where I wouldn't lose, and all the dairy I wanted, that would bring back my joint pain, but I still did it for a couple of years, and I didn't care until I completely like blew a knee and had to go to therapy and everything. I was like, okay, I gotta cut the dairy, and I didn't have to have the knee replacement that the doctor insisted I was going to have. So, you know, I'm telling you from personal experience, and many, many other people will say the same. Watch the YouTube videos. Join whatever, well, there's not too many groups. I don't even care for the group Zeroing In on Health is the one I belonged to, but there's a lot of changes in that group too. But watch the videos, not just mine, and you'll understand what I mean when I say it's not that you won't crave the cake and the donuts or the ice cream or the pizza or the buttered corn. The butter part you can have, not the corn. It's that you won't even see that as something that you're supposed to eat, like dog shit. You're gonna say, ugh. It feels so freeing to me to walk into the store and to hit the meat aisle, the meat, and then the dairy for my butter, and then a few things, my salt and pepper. I'm not trying to push carnivore down anyone's throat. As a matter of fact, I am very honest with people in the comments who say, I'm thinking about trying it. I say immediately to them, don't bother. You're not ready. You're not. If you have to think about it, you're not ready. You're not desperate. You don't want a change. You want to think about it. You want to do research. People who are thinking that way, I think they're mostly thinking about weight loss, or maybe they can improve their health a little bit. But I was mentally insane with cravings and would hope every night that I went to bed that I would die in my sleep. I didn't care if Derek would be hurt or Skylar would be hurt or if somebody else had to take care of my mother. I didn't care. I just wanted to stop suffering. Stop suffering. It was so bad for me that when I read that article one night, I didn't have a 24-hour grocery store. I would have gotten up at that moment to buy meat, but I got up the very next morning and bought all my meat. There's a video. It's the very first carnivore in my older playlist. Very first carnivore video. I was excited at the hope of being able to stop cravings, and I did. Almost immediately. All right, you guys, and I didn't die. I didn't die of a heart attack yet. And I don't care what my cholesterol is, because I'm never changing the way I eat. And I guess that's it. I don't know. I don't know if there was anything else I wanted to... oh my God, I was out shopping with a ponytail. I don't know what this one is. Oh, it's a shoe dance video. Oh my goodness. Okay, I guess that's it. I got it all off my chest and I feel better. I feel better today. So I'm glad. I think it's because I actually got outside and walked a little bit. And, geez. Gotta put this back on so Rocket can suffer all day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.